Good day everyone, my name is Leon Alders-Scholtenhuis. I'm presenting the Smart Ways to Make Smart Cities Smarter module, this time via video lecture. I'll do this because I cannot make it to Enschede today. Nevertheless, I'm available, so in case you have any questions about the module, feel free to ask me either via email or Skype. We can set up a brief Skype meeting when you just drop me an email. I'll switch off the camera and start presenting about the module right now. So the smart ways to make smart cities smarter is actually a whole bunch of words, but it's all about conducting civil engineering work in cities. It's a high-tech human touch minor. That means that it will be accessible to many students. It will be taught in module 10, so the second quarter of the year. So you can do it in combination with one other minor. The people teaching the minor are from different backgrounds: engineering technology, electrical engineering, math and computer science, or AV, and geoinformation science and earth observation. These are the teachers. Engineering students are admitted, but also business management and social science students are admitted to this module as well. The people you see here are taking part in the teaching. It also means that it will not be one very coherent module, but it just contains various parts, lectures and sessions that will give you an overall picture on the smart cities. If you look at the following video, you can see one of the starting points for many smart city initiatives, and that's on world population and growth. You see here it's around 7 billion, and that continues to grow. But what's more important is that all these people will eventually, at least a larger part of them, will go to cities. And as you can see here, more than half of the people of the world population is even considered to be around 60 to 80%, will be living in cities around 2030. Increasing even to about 5 billion people living in cities only. And that creates a lot of pressure and problems. So new technologies are entering. A lot of data about citizens and the environment are getting more and more available and accessible. But at the same time, we have to cope with sprawl, pollution, privacy issues, security, safety, and citizen participation. And all these issues are, let's say, in the sight of city governors. They want to do something with these problems, and what they often think is that new technologies would help us solving such problems. So with new types of vehicles, with new Internet of Things, all types of sensors, virtual design tools, with new sustainable technologies like urban vertical farming, monitoring systems and sensors, we are saved and we can cope with that. And how does that look like? Well, we have smart, sustainable, high-tech and connected cities, and many cities like Amsterdam, like Bologna, but also in India, across Europe, many cities try to really become smart. But what does that actually mean, and what are the implications of that? Well, one of the pieces that we are focusing on in this lecture, or basically in this module, is the impact that smart cities have on civil engineering and infrastructure. So as you can see here, there's already quite a bit of pressure. Today we have around 2 million kilometers of cables and pipelines, 100 to 300 billion euros worth in value. And at the same time we have around 1,000 utility owners, and that number will grow as we add things like smart grids, city heating systems, trees, air filtering systems, CCTV, and all these new technologies need to get a place somewhere in our existing cities. And these don't look that polished and structured. Even if you look at the pictures here, you see the underground is quite messy, and putting something in there is not that easy, and even assessing the conditions and the status of our infrastructure is something difficult to achieve and difficult to do. So how do we do that? That's something you would work on in this course. So you work on avoiding or improving situations where we have fewer accidents, less downtime, less situations where water mains break, cables may explode, and unsafe situations may occur. And such incidents take place like everywhere around the US, the UK, but also closer by in The Hague, Diemen, Apeldoorn, Amsterdam, Antwerp. Many of these places have issues with infrastructure. So, in this high-tech human touch module, you'll learn what smart cities are, you learn what scientific disciplines are involved, you develop your own smart city concept, solution, a very specialized solution, and think about how that would work in making cities grow smarter. How will that happen? There are basically two blocks. In the first 4 weeks, around 4 weeks, there will be general lectures on smart city engineering, and there will be lectures on more specialized basic methods and concepts from robotics, geophysics, traffic engineering, and systems engineering. In the second block, you'll work on design. You'll design basically one very specific solution to a problem. So whereas in the first block you'll get general knowledge on smart cities, you apply that general knowledge in making one specific project design. In the second block, and that block is largely driven by problems from industry, people from industry will actually present their issues, and you will make a solution or a design that would help them improve their situation. People from industry will come to our class in the project market, and at that project market they will briefly introduce their problems, and these problems you are asked to address just one of them. So you pick one problem, and we will make a group, and with that group you design a solution. And these topics from the last 3 years are depicted on the right side of this slide. So you work on underground, you work on virtual, you may be doing something traffic related, something more big data related. All the themes are possible. You select one and work in a multidisciplinary group to make such design. We have various tools available. You could work with Oculus, you could work with augmented reality, ground radar, an horizontal drilling tool, an excavator for putting pipelines in the ground, Arduino we have. So, and these technologies are available, and you could use them to develop your prototype or to test your prototype for the design of the second part of the module. As said, there are real clients involved, like engineering firms, municipalities, also a vocational school, and an engineering firm, and we will keep updating this list each and every year. So next year there will be fresh companies to get involved. There will be 4 assessment moments in this class. 2 most important are the written assignment and the project written report. These will count for 40 and 60% of the course. And there are 2 pass-fail moments where you just have to hand in something that needs to be adequate to pass the class. So basically 1 individual written assignment and 1 project report with 2 pass-fail moments. Who's eligible? Well, that's engineering students, international business students, public administration students, and all the other students with an interest in cities and technology. If you're just not one of these engineering and business and social science students, then just pop me an email and ask whether you could be admitted, and I'll consult with your study advisor whether that will be possible. Of course, you can also check the admittance matrix for the formal regulations. And to conclude, if you have any questions, just make sure that you send me an email. Today I will reply to each and every email within the same day if possible, and we could have a short Skype on request as well. So thanks very much, and good luck in selecting your minor.